button. Hello, everybody. Oh, you guys have no idea how super excited I am today. Carrie Farmer and I are getting together and truly going to be experiencing the board game, her Soul Life Treasure Hunt. It's trademarked in a whole new way for myself. I've yes, I've had quite the adventures with it. In fact, I did a little showcase of it the other day. You may have seen that. And before I get started and invite Carrie on, I just want to let you know that this is being sponsored by A Spiritual How To, my beautiful book. It's kind of a life journey and some incredible tools that are available. And it's available on most Amazon. So I'd love for you to take a look at that. And if you haven't, please do feel free to go and review it on your Amazon as well, because it definitely could use some reviews so other people know all about it. So without a whole lot of further ado, we kind of threw ourselves into this. I'm going to add Carrie to the stream. Hi, Carrie. Tell us, first of all, a little bit about you, who you are, where your Facebook page is or your social media is, and let's dive into what we're going to explore today.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. As always, this is so much fun to play with you. And I am the creator of an intuitive tool that I feel is a hack for those who don't feel particularly psychic, but we want to tap into our inner knowing and our connection with source and the divine energies all around us. So as called Soul Life Treasure Hunt, and I've set it up as a game board idea because I feel like life is a game. So if it is a game, I needed to understand how this thing gets played because I wasn't feeling very, very well supported. And so as I developed this, uh, through prayers and just a lot of work, this is what has come about. And so I've learned to play more with my intuition rather than worry that I'm not getting any messages or any divine miracles in my life. So you can find me over on Facebook as Carrie Farmer Connections. You can I have also joined my Shiro group, that is S with a slash hero. So I call it Shiro. The S stands for soul or superpower or sensitive, whatever speaks to you as the inner hero in your life, in your journey. So it's a self-confidence focused group so that we actually stop putting our power into other people's hands and we start to look at the real connection that we all have innately. And let's see, you have carriefarmerconnections.com as a resource as well. You can go there and actually contact me for more information on the online course. I have a new course coming out. In fact, I'm going to be doing a Black Friday deal on that. So if you go to carriefarmerconnections.com and go to my contact page and just fill it out and add yourself to my newsletter, and also to let me know that you'd be interested in learning more about this card reading, intuitive reading, a course that I'm coming out with real soon. And so then it's going to be different things than what you're normally seeing on how to read cards and so forth. So I'm really excited about launching that. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram and YouTube as well. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'm really excited about what we're going to be doing here today. And I kind of had given you an overlay of what I do with the board. And there's so many different ways of doing things. I use a pendulum, I use a dice, I use little trinkets. In fact, we're representing ourselves here today. Carrie and I are going to be going on a little journey or something along the lines of that. And I discovered this little person, and I thought, what a beautiful symbolism of really kind of walking in my truth. Look at the little blue shoes, Blue pants is really, understanding again. And look at the heart energy coming through on that as well. So I'm placing that in the middle of our board, and it represents each and every one of us. So do know that as we're going along, we love for you to imagine that when we're using the name Sandra and Carrie, that we're using your name, that you are the person going on this journey. So as this resonates with you, feel free to kind of tap into all of this and whatever that looks like. And we've got quite a few listeners on it right now. So loving this. I
Awesome.
just
Let
want to
me.
show this one real quick. Betty says she loves treasure hunts. So look at this. We're going on a soul life treasure hunt.
Great, great. Let me just see. I really was hoping I could find us live on your page, and I could, move that forward it over to mine.
I'm going
And
to just
oh,
bring it up
yes,
and see.
I
You
think
found
I
it?
can. I'm going to move this over and share it to my page, hopefully. Share. Okay. Well, let's don't worry about that. But anyway, so we'll just take care of that later. I'll just
No, I'll give
post
it
it.
to you right now if I'm able to put it into the chat, that'll help you. Actually, I'm going to put it into your messenger, and then you've got it. Thank you guys each for your patience too as we do this. These are the fun little kinks that really help us to explore the possibilities. It's there now,
Yes.
is it, Carrie?
You know what? It looks like I can share to my page directly from. I
Beautiful.
just didn't realize that I could
Okay.
do that. So we're going to do that this instant and get to storytelling, which is far more fun. And you were wanting to look at something magical today. So let's go on a magical journey. So let's start out our magical journey with Sandra and Carrie. They decided to we're going to journey. We're going to do a journey. And they started out in the realm of material resources, all their goodies in their life. And we've got a choice of knowledge or purpose with our material resources. Do you have a preference? What would you think?
Oh, knowledge or purpose. You know what? It seems to be the underlying journey of everybody who's going on a spiritual path to really want to know what their purpose is. So let's step into that purpose side of that.
Let's
I think
look
the
at
knowledge
our.
comes in as we learn things. Sorry to interrupt you there, Karen.
So, and they looked at how, and if you would, so can you pull a card, please, for us and
Yes, I'm
see what the card
excited.
is going to tell
Oh,
us?
I'm so excited. I can't even do the card. Oh, interesting. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Carrie and Sandra, or whoever you are on your journey with, look at us dancing there together. It's the path of the gods. Decisions, meetings, and future plans. Wow.
Wow. All right. So I would like you to put that down in the lower, what do you call that? The lower right corner of, if you have the board there.
I do.
Okay, we'll just put that in that quadrant, knowing that that's the material realm. And that's our goal. We're looking at how the path of the gods could be important and guide them to consider our purpose, right? Is that where our goal is?
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Okay. All right. So, as they thought about this key to the puzzle, along with its message and meaning, we could say, chose, learned, discovered, wanted, began, wondered. What would you like to say? What feels right to you? Ooh,
Wondered.
wondered. I'm kind of going wondered. Which, which, can you read that card again, please?
Sure. The path of gods.
Uh-huh.
It's decisions, meetings, and future plans.
Ooh, which one of those words is really hitting your, I'm thinking future
I am.
plans.
Yes. I agree wholeheartedly with that.
Okay, so future plans. which they kept in mind and put in the backpack. I have a little possible bag because we're going on a journey. So I am going to, ooh, I love this blue gemstone. That just seems like intuitive, insightful. It just feels very positive. Like I'm going to pop that in my bag, and we're on the next level of our journey. Oh, what have you picked? I love it.
I have a bag as well, and I picked a little Barbie runner.
Yes. Okay. We're doing it. So, and they moved on to the land of body health.
Body health. Okay.
Body health. So there we are looking at.
This is so pertinent to me right now.
Yeah. So we have a choice between body image or hugs and touch.
Wow. You know, it's interesting, especially being a woman. We are always thinking about what we look like.
Okay.
So let's go with image. I think some of us, the hugs and the touch, I really promote that with my self-love and the I am love mantra, but so many still are struggling with that self-image.
Okay. Very good. And they met the master of body health who offered, could you draw a card, please?
Oh, wow, I love this.
The liminal dance?
Delicacy, fragility, and transience. Wow, I have literally been dancing for 10 minutes every morning lately. So I love this.
And the idea of which one of those, delicacy, fragility, or transience, which ones would be
I
the
know for
suggestion?
myself, I know for myself, I'm feeling very much the transience for some
Okay.
reason, but what's resonating for yourself,
I like
Carrie?
transience because it tells you that we move and grow and change. And so our body image may not be that of a 20-year-old anymore, or a 16-year-old, or a 30-year-old. We change, we travel. Our body moves through time and space and reflects very beautiful personal growth, the maturity, the blooming, the blossoming. And I love that stone image, which, man, that just is like, holy cow. We can dance with time and space
Wow.
with our body. What do you think?
Do you know what? You know what's really fascinating to me is I was shuffling the deck just before we came on camera, and this card ended up, it was on the very bottom of the deck. And I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I really hope that card comes up in the reading. And then I was shuffling and then I laid out the cards as per Carrie's instructions. And I love that it's shown up because it just is really showing too that what we ask for. So asking for that beauty, that transience, that transformation to be happening in our own bodies, our images, and that stone is just so much foundational energy. Like I love the stone that's over to the one side that seems to be pointing up to taking yourself to another level.
All right, I'm going to add a purple stone to my bag for transformation.
What am I going to add? Oh, you know what I'm being drawn to? Dolphin energy for some reason.
Ooh, talk about dancing in the
Yeah.
waves of whatever.
Yeah.
Jumping and dancing and really enjoying it.
And
So,
this card's going in the bottom left hand quarter, correct? Okay.
correct. And they moved on to the next place, hoping, excited, encouraged, any kind of a word like that you'd like to choose.
Encouraged.
Encouraged. And they moved along to the next place, encouraged to discover more. Soon they were transported, we're going to the emotional realm. We are going to either trust or exploration, emotional trust or emotional exploration. What would you say?
Say those again.
Emotional trust or emotional exploration?
I love the exploration.
Exploration.
Yeah,
All
emotional
right.
exploration.
So, okay, so they were soon transported to the emotional exploration land where they encountered the master of emotions,
You guys won't believe what
giving
this
them
card is.
what?
You won't believe what this card is.
And giving them, go ahead. What did we
First
get?
of all, the light priestess.
The light priestess.
That's who we're all meeting, is this beautiful light priestess. Know that this beautiful person, this beautiful being is truly within yourself.
Which,
Yeah,
which
galactic wisdom and cosmic ritual.
which caused them to, all right. Wow. Okay. Here's the sentence we've got to fill out. So think about that. I love that card. Wow. All right. So the light priestess, which caused them to blank and blank because what could we say about that? Which caused them to
I'm thinking seeing and listening
see
and
and
hear,
listen,
hear, hear, maybe.
see, hear, and listen because because what did the light priestess do and say for us? Galactic wisdom and cosmic ritual were coming in, or what we see. I like
Mm.
galactic wisdom because galactic wisdom, wisdom was shining through.
Mm-hmm.
Was shining through. I could probably say more, but let's just keep going. So, as they reviewed their ultimate goal, which is the material purpose, and our purpose is a future plan. Our future plan is our goal, right? So, we've got a future plan in the world. It seemed likely they could explore more in the land of relationships, ship connections. And I will give you a little more on that. Oh, public speaking.
Look at us go, eh?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When I've done this before on my own, I've always been blown away like this. Oh, we need to, first off, we've got galactic wisdom. What are we taking away with us on galactic wisdom? I am definitely going to go yellow, very golden, powerful. Yeah, enlightenment just
And
coming.
I actually was drawn to a very intriguing piece with regards to my little goodie bag. It actually pulled up a little ring with some chain links on it. And it's almost as though I'm reaching and I'm able to climb up each of those links to get to that bigger link. I could feel myself climbing up that links to go to that galactic
Wow.
wisdom. Yeah.
Well, and her face was so round. So, yes, getting up into that arena, I can see that. That's wonderful. I love that. Okay. So let me review so as they reviewed their ultimate goal, future plan, it seemed likely they could explore more in the land of relationship connections and public speaking. Whoosh! Suddenly, they were in front of the master of connections, handing them a very special bit of treasure, public speaking. And the message was,
Am I showing the card?
what did you get this time? Oh,
Oh,
the Dawn Watcher.
look at her face up there too. I just realized it
Wow.
was there. Oh my gosh.
Dawn Watcher, which is a caretaker, guardian, and support to help them. Wow. Are we caretaker? What do you
Look at,
think?
look at this. Look what Betty wrote, which helped them, cause them to be patient and trust divine
Find
detours.
detours. Oh, I
Love
love
it.
that too. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Very special bit of treasure, public speaking, and the message of card number 13, Dawn Watcher, to help them. So the Dawn Watcher is helping us. Wow.
My back, I got shivers.
Help them. Is it, are we, to help them, are we getting help I guess, as the guardian, as our
I'm
guardian,
guessing as the guardian. That feels
as
beautiful.
our
Yeah.
guardian? All right, as our guardian. So they
Are you
could
guys as
decide.
excited as me?
I know. I mean, what a fun way. And I don't know about you, but I feel like it's really true.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
you know
this
what?
isn't just an airy fairy tale at all.
No,
This is,
I've actually made a point of getting up at 5 or 6 in the morning, and I am watching the dawn come up. So it's just so fascinating how in line all of this is for
oh
myself,
my
anyway.
gosh. So they could decide whether to, and we're going to add either continue, include, join, consider, go, stay, etc. We can, this is pretty much the end of the story. So like say if we decide to continue, and what would we do if we continued? Would we continue going around? Would we start another, or would we just stay here and really drink it in? That's how we can decide if we're going to tie it up or if we're going to journey on further. So, what
What
would
would
you?
you like to do? We're pretty early.
I know. I think we're going to consider um bringing more friends on the journey. We're going to do some friends. Um
I love it.
bring friends on the
Are you
journey.
you're able to see the comments, right? So you can see all the different type of peoples that are there. So I'm
Oh,
not sure if
okay.
you're throwing individual names in there or
I wasn't.
if we're
Oh,
just
I
going
wasn't.
collectively.
Okay. Bring friends along.
Okay, yeah, we have lots of
Oh,
friends watching us right now.
all right.
So collectively, know that each and every one of you is on this beautiful journey with us, and we're going to do another round and see how all of this comes into play. The collective beauty of you each being with us.
So, um, we could do a couple of things, Sandra. We could do a round for people, but do it more quickly. We could just say, okay, so here's what the master of this realm is saying for you, and we can go quickly around the board really fast as you're pulling cards for them, and
Sure.
then give them that combined holistic reading. Or we could just take a group and just say, you guys write down, this is your journey now.
Okay. You know what? First of all, read through that whole script that we've already done so we can hone in on what's kind of come through. And then what we'll do is as we step into the next step of this, I'm going to show the card and you guys are going to write in the comments what is coming up for you in that card. Okay? With
Hopefully,
Carrie's question.
okay. So Sandra and Carrie decided to journey. So they started out from the material realm, and purpose was what they looked at, how to path of the gods. So they had the number 2, which is 2 for us. We're partnering, right?
Yeah.
Along the path of the gods could be important and guide them to consider our purpose. As they thought about this key to the puzzle, along with its message and meaning, they wondered about the future plan. Sorry.
That's the wake-up call.
There's their wake-up call about their future plan, which they put into their bag, because remember I had my gem, and moved on to the body realm. And upon entering the body realm, they looked at the body image, and as they met the master of the body health, who offered them the liminal dance and insight insight into transience and how that could be the body image answer in dancing. So they added asking for transformation to their bag, which is what I created. I took a gem, and they moved along to the next place, encouraged to discover more. Soon they were transported to the emotional exploration land, where they encountered the master of emotions, giving them the light priestess, which caused them to see, hear, and listen because galactic wisdom was shining through. As they reviewed their ultimate goal, the future plan, it seemed likely they could explore more in the land of relationship connections and public speaking. Whoosh, that was where they suddenly were. In front of the master of connections, handing them a very special bit of treasure, which is the Dawn Wonder, or Dawn Watcher. The Dawn Watcher, to help them as their guardian so they could decide whether to, we were talking about bringing friends along is what we were going to do. So we were going to talk about bringing friends along.
Beautiful.
So
let's bring some friends along.
Let's bring some friends along.
And you know what I realized too, Carrie, is we didn't put something in our bag of tricks, our backpack, with regards to those bringing friends along. And you know what's so funny? I saw this stone and I just literally pulled it up. It is a petrified seashell is what's going in it, which is so beautiful considering the water and the swirl of the energy. Exactly.
Well,
what do you have in your bag?
Life. Oh, that's a good point. I suddenly I got drawn to this green one. So green is very inclusive and just feels like it's time to go. Shall we take a look at our bag real quick?
Yes.
Let's just review our bag real quick. So we have all these little stones that are memnotic reminders of how supported and inspired we are. We have friends to come along with us on the journey. There you go. We got great enlightenment, some great ahas, and yeah, transformation. We're seeing transformation is part of our journey here.
And you know what happened? I found a hidden shoe in my bag. Wow. So that represents all those beautiful people, all those beautiful souls that are joining us. Yes.
Are joining us. Yes, indeed.
So what's our first step on this incredible journey that we're going to make together now?
Well, we could decide Do I get another paper? I'll just keep going with this, but we'll kind of keep it up. Believe in your dreams. Oh, okay. I love it. We're going to believe in our dreams. So we are starting out in our relationship realm.
Okay.
And that is going to be talking about media, government, and law.
Oh, isn't this interesting? Okay, so what's coming up? Like when you see this card, you'll understand what I'm saying. So you talked about media and law. We choose what we want to watch, and we are tapping into the universal law. It's not necessarily the legal law that is known by humankind. I'm really feeling the energy of raven and crow, and that magical universal law is coming up. And guess what came up? Meditation.
Oh, meditation is our gift there. And it's card 26, 2 and 8. Wow, that's big organization. It's partnering with nurturing, caring, supportive energies. The 8 is like it's expanded into the mass macro, where it's more of a collective energy of truth. The media should be giving us the truth. Our government should be caring for everyone's needs, and the law of nature and everyone following those natural systems.
I want to
So
say something. I want to say something really kind of cool here that I just noticed as I'm reading this. So if you'll notice there, the word media is actually in meditation, and it has a T in the middle of the media for
yeah.
team. And it is so incredible how when we come together in a collective group and do meditation, the energy of all of that just raises, and all the things that Carrie was just saying are quadruple folded, 100 folded, 1,000 folded. It's infinite.
Okay. All right.
Is it infinite? Yeah, it's infinite.
Infinite. All right. So we're going to go into the material realm now together as a group. And this one, we're going to just do material.
This is so much fun.
Isn't it different? I mean, when I came up with this one, it was like, well, when it came in, it was like, because I've been for a long time going, how am I going to do this so that others can play in groups? And this one is just like, okay. So in
Huge.
the material realm, we are going to be taking a look at mentors or worthiness.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Look at the middle word there, teaching.
Teaching. Oh my gosh.
And you just said
So
mentors.
mentors, yeah. So teaching is the big thing. And yeah, I think we have the goal is teaching truth. What do you think? I'm thinking the goal is to teach truth.
That's what I've been doing for years.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Yeah.
Same with you.
So that's what makes me happy. That's what motivates me, because I could be off doing a lot of other things, but I do this stuff with you because this is fun. So that means that as we collectively kind of look at what that means for us, we're going to move into how our body health can be a part of that answer.
And you guys, I forgot that we wanted you to be making comments as well about what these cards were. So when we come back around, we'll just do a quick reflection of the last 4 cards that we'll have drawn, so that you guys can kind of step into the energy of that. Sorry to interrupt you there, Carrie.
That's perfect. And so, okay. So given that we've got the goal of truth, and we have resources of mentors, and we're teaching, is a key part of this, right? In our bodies, we need to take a look at either pleasure or beauty.
Ooh. I like the word pleasure.
I was going there. I was going there
Uh,
because it tells us that we're at peace. And when we're at peace, we are balanced. Oh my gosh.
we're reclaiming our memories.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Memories.
Oh, and you know what? Someone said that beauty was the word that they chose, and that's fine.
Oh, I think you should write your own stories. You do
Yeah.
that. Go right ahead. You don't have
Yeah.
to, you're on the journey with us, but you're probably writing in your own little journals and making notes on your map and collecting your little stones or uh, relics and so forth.
Exactly. And you know what? For those of you who really know Carrie and I really well, we essentially are bringing the same types of things to you in both of our own forums and as teachers and mentors and coaches. However, we're so totally different because we have our own way of thinking. We have our own way of whatever's coming into us as well. So I love that you guys are having beauty come in instead of the pleasure. Nothing wrong with that at all.
No. Well, there's the journey of your truth is going to be wanting to take a look at that, which is yeah, I love that reclaiming, but other people might be wanting to look at memories and fragments and just kind of think about what that image is really speaking to them, and it could be something even far different than what is being suggested. And that's the beauty of the intuition, and that's why I love my board, is because for me, not being particularly psychic per se, certainly wasn't when I first started any of this. I was just struggling to even know anything. Inner knowing was I was so critical of myself that I couldn't really let the inner encourager come out for me. I can encourage anybody else. I could love on them. I could be really great with them, but could I love me was really um, my huge thing that I was struggling with. But yes, beauty and pleasure. See, that's another beautiful thing. Sometimes you want to combine those aspects together and say, we're going to look at both instead of just one or the other. So I'm trying to simplify things, but if that speaks to you, absolutely. So suddenly, with this realization of reclaiming memories, boom, we're in the emotional realm. Okay, emotional realm is like, boom, we're seeing and feeling. And all right, let me just see where we're at on emotional realm. Okay, we are definitely looking at allowing right now.
The Facebook user.
Hi,
Uh,
Linda. Allowing, emotionally allowing the reclaiming of those memories. Wow, boy, that I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it. Wow, I'm getting
huge. Wait till you see what this
emotional.
next card is in the emotional. Look at that.
Skyfire, messages, channels, and information.
I also want to point out, look at the face in there again, too.
I'm having a little harder
Right
time.
above the 11. She's facing the trees.
She is. You're right. Wow.
And this is an 11. This is about that standing in that personal power, personal identity, the information that's coming through in your memories, the beginning to channel the messages that are coming through. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we invited our friends on this trip.
Everybody. So I'm not really going to tell the story in that other format just because we were trying to quickly get through this. But here's some things that we're looking at, and Sandra's going to help us. we started out believing in your dreams as being our theme of our journey. How do we do that? We started out with
Oh,
relationships with our
are we starting with
media.
just, are we starting all the way back or just with the first four cards? Last four cards.
The
Am I
last four
holding up the right
cards.
one? Okay.
The last four cards. So we started to out our this collective little group looking starting from the media, government, and law, and our relationship with that. Which media, which government, which law are we working with and in relationship with? And we went to meditation. That was the offering that was given to us from that space. So we decided our goal was about truth. So believe in your dreams. The goal is truth. We went all along to the material realm and looked at our mentors and the teachings that were being given or that we were taking with us. So then we thought, okay, well, now we just need to go over and take a look at what our body realm. So the health, the master of our health, that master gave us the idea of pleasure. And the message that was given to us on that was about reclaiming our memories. That's going to help our health, right? That's going to really give us. And as I think about that, remember we were going back to body image and we were looking at with just you and me. So this ties back in because we went on that journey. So Sandra and I could be saying, we also want to share with you that when we were in this land before, dancing and our body image, and we're always transforming. Remember that. So here we are reclaiming memories of skipping and hopping and yeah, enjoying the nature, the laws of nature, and how it's really we're gifted with so much grace to be in this life. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Oh
It's
man. You
inspiring
got
too. Do you notice? You notice there's four stones laying down, like four stones standing up,
yeah.
and there's four pillars. It's all very foundational. What we're working with here.
Wow. So as we're reclaiming those memories, that just jettisons us right into our emotions because Skyfire is reminding us that those memories are simply information. They were messages and channels that helped us to develop a personal identity. And I know Sandra said so much more, but I'm not a good secretary, so I get so involved. But do you see how you can actually run through this board and get a message that is more holistic and gives a story that gives you some guidance that you're now going, it's supposed to be this way. Memories are our own media. So yeah, it brings us right back to believe in your dreams, right?
I am
Wow.
blown away. I'm in awe. How about do you know what? Can you? We just had this incredible experience. Could you actually hold up your board so people can get an idea of what the actual physical board looks like? There is so many uses for this board. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the beauty and the wonder of that. I'm also going to. I'm being drawn to pull this Lumerian, I believe, quartz for our friends for the journey that
Yes.
we're on with you guys.
Right. So, as you recall, we had our little bags. So, you could start looking. Colors talk to us in our numbers, those cards. A lot of times I'll set the cards out on here. There's things like, I think I forget where we were, but anyway, as you know, we had transformation and we just had, somehow these things start to speak in another level. just up levels the readings that you receive when you're pulling cards. Or I've enjoyed, oh, I don't know that I've got my, I'll do a thing of charms. I'll pull from charms or runes or the stones. Just, it doesn't matter, because we have infinite resources, and how they get strategically placed is another aspect of how our messages can be interpreted. So that's why I've loved my board so much. It's like, because I can actually find, you know, expansive information that is more than just what's on the card or in the guidebook.
I'm in awe.
So anyway,
Uh,
part of what I'm wanting to offer in my course um, is some other ideas that I have done that are very different, and ways to see the layouts of where the cards are at in your reading, and interpreting your numbers in some expansive ways that I have not seen anywhere else. And then also just more and more, and then to actually play in groups like this, to actually have, like, say 4 or 5 of us, and we would actually, each one would take a realm, and then they'd be pulling from their cards, and each person could ask their question, and then there'd be these answers that would come from the emotional side of us and the material side, and on and on. So it's really kind of how I'm really going forward to be here. And so you guys got the sneak peek. Nobody else has seen this yet. It's just for
oh,
Sandra's group.
Thank you so much. Again, if you guys want to get a hold of Carrie and learn more about her, carriefarmerconnections.com, you'll be able to find out all kinds of information on there with regards to how to get on her email list. I love, love, love your emails. I find them fascinating how you lay them out, and the information that's on them.
Oh,
Um, it'd be one of those ones that I would copy, but I want it to be my own style, right? So I love your emails. I truly do. And stepping into, where do you want to go from here? There's such incredible opportunities with both Carrie, with myself, and you can see how collectively, when we come together and share space, magical things unfold. Really fun, magical things unfold. So, anything else that you'd like to add, Carrie?
well, I agree with you, because you really help remind me how important playfulness is, and letting the little you just kind of hear a story and play with this, so that those cards don't feel so, for me, this is where my struggle has been. um Either it's I've had this temptation to default to being negative connotations, or judgy, where you shoulds, no, 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 you should be doing more, you should be this or that. And I've had to really work with myself, and that's where you've been so instrumental. And to see the magic, just the magic. I mean, that was just a silly little draft that I created to see what it was going to be like. you know so we can do so many more fun. It's infinite. If you want to go to the land of dragons, I know you've been doing your dragon deck lately. If you want to go to the fairyland, if you want to be really mindful and do affirmations, you could do that with this. There's nothing stopping you. If you're looking at health and healing, if you're, the hidden worlds, the uh, just, you it helps to spark the imagination, which helps you to get that soul language, really communicating spirit to, and your ego side is like, hey, I'll do that. it's going to be fun. That's a lot more fun. So that's my mission, and I think it's your mission too.
Oh, for sure,
Let's
for
do
sure.
it.
I just want to highlight one more comment that I think was really kind of an interesting one. And I believe this is probably Linda that said this. Memories are our own media. Wow. You know what? We could honestly do probably an hour, 2, 3 hour discussion going further. We're not going to. We're going to be shutting this down pretty quick here. But this conversation, even just going from this, is that was the underlying thing that I kept hearing and seeing about those memories. Those were our lessons. There are our lessons. They are the things that are moving us forward. So when we say that our memories are our own media, that's the story we're living in. Wow.
And do you keep playing that over and over and over again? Many times our traumatic visions. But what about if you played more of the amazing moments,
Mountain
the
biking moments.
miraculous moments? What if you really went, that was such an amazing feeling? I'm going to keep that in my little bag, and I'm going to play that one over and over again whenever I'm feeling like, life's a little boring, or I kind of bumped my knee. I need a little sweetness to my life right then and there, and I'm going to give my body the chance to remember how good it feels when remember like then. And it's amazing how healing comes in from that
Yeah.
feeling level. That's when we amp up. That's more of our truth. Our truth is more in those higher vibes. Oh, certainly.
I just want to say something else that kind of, like, you guys have probably noticed that I feel like I'm vibrating to this whole thing. And it's because I went into a group this morning and I actually was playing with my little you. My little you actually came across as this really grumpy little girl that wanted what she wanted and she wanted it now. That's that fast gratification without realizing that they had consequences to it. And I was able to recognize that in the moment, and that this is behavior that I've had for almost 38 years of marriage. Like, this is how huge these little memories are and these little bits and pieces, and the working with the little you. I just love where this conversation is going. Like I said, we could have so much more conversation. I will let you know that when I was in this meditation in this other group this morning, I was actually able to embrace my little you and show her why the simple, fast, easy gratification sometimes has devastating results. And that if we plan and have this goal in mind, well, my grumpy little you turned into what you've seen and experienced today with Carrie. Like, I've just been like, vibrating in the energy of the joy of what we've been doing and been on this incredible journey with you, Carrie. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
love you too. Yeah, future plan. So we did that. We walked a journey talking about our future plan. What could that be? And then we found some friends to come along, and we kind of started looking at, what are the stories we're telling? How are we telling those stories? What is really, are we looking at truths, or are we looking at things that are they bringing us pleasure? Can we reclaim our memories of pleasure? Wow, that just hit me right there. Reclaiming our memories of pleasure. Wow, thank you.
So we're glad you guys were all here with us today too. Truly, it's been absolutely remarkable. It always is remarkable when Carrie and I get together, even if when we're having our own private conversations. But when we get together and get to share the space with you guys, it becomes even much more so. Once again, how to find Carrie, carriefarmerconnections.com, all kinds of information there. Get onto her email list. Lots of interesting, just her method of thinking. Her method of thinking. Truly, it's astounding. I love it. Thank you, everybody. Any last words, Carrie?
I just thank everyone for coming. Your energy was amazing. You really added to the magic of this environment, this safe space where we get to play together and just um, be inspired, be encouraged, and give those gifts right back to each other. It's a it's that infinity where, you know, we're doing this, but it's going this way. So you're feeding us as we feed you and receive and give. I just thank you. It's a gift.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you.